Simplemente ahora distribuye Rotolight. Ahí en la presentación entrevisté a Gammons. Él es el presidente de Rotolight y me muestra lo que yo llamo la paleta mágica Rotolight. Una maravilla. Con dos botones hace todo. Muchísimos efectos.
I think for photographers, I think they're going to be really excited by either a Nova as a big studio or location light, or by Neo, which is our new light. It's based on a Nova, so it has a very similar brain. It has the same LED system. It's the equivalent of about 707 watts. So it's about like a little Arri Redhead, basically. That it's electronic. You've got color temperature control, so you can dynamically adjust the color exactly. So if I want to set 3200, you can now see the reflection on my shirt is a very nice, warm looking tungsten. If I need to match the daylight coming in from outside, that'll be about 5600, somewhere around about here. So this should now be the same color on this side as is coming in from the window over there. So I could use this as a big highlight or as a kind of main key light, and you can sort of see the effect. It's like really nice, you know, if you want a nice off-axis light to get a little bit more kind of contrast and shadow with a high key on one side. Really nice. 3 hours of operation from 6 rechargeable batteries. It's got a DC input, so it comes with an AC to DC adapter, or you can run it from a D-tap cable from a camera battery, or we even do a car 12-volt cigar socket adapter cable that will run this. So it's just really flexible, and you can use it either as a camera light. We do barn doors for this, and Chimera make a beautiful softbox for it that goes over the barn doors. If I press both buttons together, so we've got the brightness and color temperature, but if I press both buttons together, it takes me into the menu, and then I've got all sorts of useful functions. Things like auto fade, I can say down in 3 seconds, and if I click the go button, you now see it do a nice little fade out, or a fade back up again, so you can see the operation there. Very useful for people using DSLRs who are shooting video because they don't have a fade button on the camera. We have cinematic special effects built in.
Yes.
Stuff like strobe, and I can also adjust not only the speed of the flashing but also the duration of the flashing. So for cinematographers using a camera that has a rolling shutter, something like a 5D Mark II has a rolling shutter, normally you'll get a little band moving down the screen, but you can adjust the duration of the flash to eliminate that rolling shutter. We've got throb, which if you put a green filter in front of this, it would be very nice on a science fiction movie set. It's got 7 built-in effects. Cycle goes through the color range, you can see it, so quite nice for pop videos and things. Then we have fire. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to switch back to the color because I want to make it very warm. And now I'm going to go back to the effect, fire. So as a cameraman, you would meter this. This would be your peak exposure. You turn the fire effect on, set a speed. So I'm going to set quite a little speed here, 43, and I'm going to take the drop off down to about 3. Now this is emulating a candle, so it's just a little flame. So you can see just that little bit of murmuring around, and it's moving quite slowly. Inside the fire effect, we've got a switchable parameter that emulates flames going up a chimney. They go from yellow to blue, so what we do is we switch on color swing blue, and that adds on every one of the peaks a little bit of this yellow to blue dynamic. What it does is it makes the shadows move, and you just get a little bit more color dynamic in the picture, so that's a very nice effect. You can enhance this with filters as well because it has a little filter holder on the front, so you could, if you wanted to, put a half CTO filter to make it even warmer still. So that's fire. Very nice, very controllable, very repeatable because all the parameters are all numeric, so you can remember exactly what you were setting it to. So we're going to go all the other way now. We're going to go to the blue end. This one is a police light. There we go. And again, if we just set that up, so that's quite an arresting effect actually.
Like the hotel.
Exactly.
Front of the no.
Yes. Yes, we
like
get
the
a lot.
hotel or the bar. No?
Yes, we get a lot of that actually. And finally, we've got TV. So this effect is also triggerable. So imagine your actor walks in, sits down into an armchair, picks up a remote control, and switches on his television set.